The cheese.
Today we have a special guest, Kyle Peterson. He's over here living in Las Vegas. Kyle, go ahead and take it away. Tell them what you want to know.
I'm in Vegas, but I'm also a tourist. So I'm here to represent the Minnesota Vikings today, to counter cheeses. Baloney's been selling you every week. I'm here to give you the truth. So I'm here for the truth.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, it's good to have you, Kyle. You know, it's always good to have a good friend on here. Talk about some football. If you're in here viewing, make sure you tune in to Cheetah and the Cheese every Saturday. We usually have a special guest. So let's go ahead and get started. Cheese, go ahead and embarrass me about what happened on Thursday night.
All right. So got the pick on that one. And kind of what I've seen a little bit is, I said Atlanta had to be sustainable enough defensively, and they played pretty daggone good defensively, and they were ready to come. They were ready to hit. The main point of it, too, was a divisional rivalry game. Carolina already had one up on them. They don't have their star player still. They didn't, that would have changed it for me. But, Atlanta coming in there had to get that one done. I didn't think Carolina, no offense, was good enough as of right now with what they've been going through, especially not having McCaffrey to top Atlanta twice in the season just because of the rivalry and the division. So, yeah, man, it was a good game overall. Definitely some points in the game where it could have went either way at certain times and things like that. But Atlanta consistently found a way to, and I was really impressed with Bridgewater too, the way that he kind of came back. A lot of quarterbacks could have quit and things like that, but the way that he came back and poised himself and things like that, I'd be happy with Bridgewater if I was a Carolina fan. So, yeah, it was a good game though, man.
Kyle, what do you think will happen on Thursday?
Oh, man, how good has Atlanta been? Well, not great. They haven't been great. They've been significantly better since they fired their coach. I mean, they've rallied, right? They've been rallying. So, I don't know. That tells you something right there. But I said my boy Bridgewater, I like him. He's not a top-tier quarterback, but I'd rather have him than Kirk Cousins. Let me tell you that much right now.
He loves the game. You can tell loves
you could, and you could tell the players. Yeah. His team loves playing for him too, so you can't put a price on that.
Yeah.
No. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that Atlanta beat your Vikings last week. They're coming in hot. They come into Carolina. They beat my Panthers. So of course I'm pissed off. It's a division game. We needed that win, and now we're just falling more and more behind. And it's hard in this league to come back from 3-5 record or whatever we are now. So I'm kind of irritated. I do miss McCaffrey. Cheese, once he comes back, he's going to be a whole different offense for us. I do think we get Mike Davis in there still just to have that little change of pace or that bruiser and McCaffrey be the finesse guy, even though McCaffrey is a bruiser as well.
Work him in a little bit.
We're just missing some firepower on offense. We've been averaging 20 points or less a game, and that's not going to cut it, especially in this league. But
no deep threat, right? They got no deep threat. I haven't seen a deep pass all year from them. Have we seen one?
The only deep passes.
The hookup between Bridgewater and Anderson, if it was.
Yeah, the only deep passes that have been thrown are the ones where Robbie Anderson lines up in the slot. It's usually man coverage, and he runs to the out of bounds numbers, and they throw it up to him. But it's only 15 to 20 yards down the field. But other than that, our offense, they're struggling. Our defense playing lights out, dude. I love Jeremy Chin. He ended up having a fake on a punt. I don't know if you got to see that, but he took the direct snap, and ran for about 15, 16 yards. And that's good that they're incorporating. He's just a freak, man. And just being on defense, he's a leader, just natural-born leader out there from what I've seen. They're, so young. Derek Brown's making his, presence felt in the middle of the field. I mean, our linebackers are the weakest link. That's my opinion. I think our linebackers need a little bit more
Did they lose
work.
a linebacker in the offseason? Who'd they lose in the offseason again? I don't know.
You don't know? Luke Kuechly? Yeah, right.
No, other than him. He's been gone. He retired.
Shocking retirement.
He went to the Chargers.
Yeah, so in my last video, I told you guys to start DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson, which didn't pan out too well for most people.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, and you. Thank goodness you're playing me this week. But what was I going to say? I totally spaced right there. It was something important. Oh, our O-line couldn't block a soul. I don't know about you guys watching that, but Atlanta was playing like Green Bay.
Grady Jarrett went off, right? He went
Grady
crazy.
Jarrett was doing nuts, but the whole defensive line was standing up. They wasn't in the three-point stance, ready to go. They were just doing what Green Bay does, moving all around, what Steelers do, and it was really confusing our O-line. They looked terrible. Teddy was getting hit almost every other play when he dropped back to pass. And, I mean, you can't go out there and you can't perform as a quarterback whenever you're getting sacked or just put on your butt, So that's the biggest thing that I thought happened during that game. It was a game changer is Teddy didn't have enough time to do anything.
Yeah. I recognize that game script from a couple weeks ago when they played the Vikings. It was chaos. They were wrecking Kirk Cousins, so it looked similar. Feels like they found their vibe. They found their mojo.
Yeah.
Falcons got the mojo going.
Here's what it is. She's got me. You got me on another pick. You're one behind going into this week or this weekend. We're going to go ahead and get to our key matchups of the week. First one I'm going to start out with, we got the Raiders playing the Brownies. Go ahead and take that one away, Cheese.
Well, for me, on paper, they want to sit here and say this game is going to be a little bit closer than what it should be or what it seems. I really like what Las Vegas is doing right now in Gruden. I like the team that they have, and I think Jacobs comes back and actually has a great game after having a suspect game, the last game that he played. So, Cleveland, I think they can't find ways to bend the corner. They can look what they want to look like on paper and things like that. I don't know. Overall, I like what they're doing defensively. In Las Vegas, the offensive line for Cleveland has progressed over time, but it was a lot better than what we thought it was going to be coming in the season, which helped them open up the run game and things like that. But I still don't put my hand and all my eggs in the basket when it comes to Baker Mayfield. Carr, I think, is getting little better by better as they're going each week, and he's finding that kind of Gruden system. And so I just like what they're doing over in Las Vegas. So I'm going to take Raiders on that one for sure.
I like it.
I'll go ahead and tell us what you think about them Raiders.
Viva Las Vegas, baby. I think Baker Mayfield's coming back down to earth. We see this like a 5-touchdown performance. That's not going to last. Come on. Gruden, I mean, they've been starting hot every week. They've been scoring early. Then as the game goes on, they've been giving it up. So I think they'll hold this one. They're going to score early. They're going to run the ball. I think they got a bunch of O-linemen coming back, so that leads. I think they're going to ground and pound after they get out ahead. I'm with you, Cheese. I'm with you on this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely agreeing with you guys with the Raiders. I'm picking the Raiders. Las Vegas, rise up. Let's go. Josh Jacobs gets back in the rhythm for sure, rushing the ball. Like you said, missing those O-linemen last week hurt tremendously. The passing game with Henry Ruggs. We got Brian Edwards maybe coming back this week, but Nelson Aguilar, he's filled that hole a little bit better as the weeks have progressed, and he's found himself some playing time. And Derek Carr, he's never really been the one to throw that thing deep, but he's connected with Aguilar a couple times. Maybe should have been picked. I think one of those plays where he went up and mossed somebody, I think that should have been an interception.
I think Carr's getting better, though, dude.
I do too.
He's taking chances.
Really
He's learning to take some chances here.
He's one of the most.
How hard does it have to be to be quarterback for freaking Gruden? I mean, that has to be freaking mentally nerve-wracking at times, no doubt.
And he's handling it for sure.
Yeah.
I think Ruggs, they're going to take a couple deep shots to Ruggs just to stress those safeties out a little bit, but it'll be a good fun. It'll be a good fun game.
Open up that run, spread them out.
Just to go on the flip side of that, the Cleveland Browns, they want to run the football. They're designed off play action. They lost Odell, and so I think Baker's going to struggle a little bit. Two guys I want to point out, actually picked them up this week, is Rashad Higgins for the replacement for Odell, and the tight end Harrison Bryant. Alson Hooper is out this week. So Harrison Bryant, that rookie, he's 6'5", 260 pounds. He's a big boy. He had 2 touchdowns last week. I think he tries to expose the Raiders a little bit more. But I do like the Raiders defense too. The Raiders defense gets pressure on people.
Fast.
Abrams back there, being that leader as well. Their linebacking core isn't too bad, but their D-line is probably their strong suit, and that helps the secondary a lot. What do you think about that defense?
It's like the Raiders defense, like always traditionally. They're always going to be scrappy. They're always going to be
You froze on us.
They're just annoying at times when they're scrappy. And that on top of the system that they're getting and flowing in with some good players too, man. You know, they're doing. That's what I like. I like what they're doing, man.
Yeah, they've won when they've got pressure on the quarterback. So they've had pressure problems, but when they have those games where the scheme's right and they're getting pressure, it leads to a win. So I just feel like if they have that type of game against Baker Mayfield, it's going to be a long day for Baker Mayfield. If they get one of those games where they don't have pressure, it is going to be rough. It's going to be so I could see this game going either way, but I gotta stick with my boys on this one.
Yeah. On the flip side, I don't want to not mention this because Cleveland Browns defense is playing. They're playing phenomenal. I mean, the only two big losses they've had is the two division games where you got the Steelers and the Ravens, who are probably top. I want to say top 8 teams in the league for sure.
Yeah.
And so that's a tough division in itself. But that defense, Myles Garrett, you know, out there being an animal, just an animal. And then you have the corner. Honestly forgot his name, Denzel Ward, actually.
Denzel Ward, yeah. Then they got Trey Waynes and Mackenzie Alexander over from the Vikings, right? So we'll talk about that on the Vikings matchup because they got two of our best corners from last year, so they're stacked on D. They're stacked.
I don't think they're elite yet, but I do think if everyone stays, they're definitely only like a season or two away from it to being like elite. If it, you know, trades and stuff like that. But
the rebuilding wise, you know how Cleveland was so bad just a few years ago, and now they're finally starting that rhythm. They cash in on some draft picks. You know, they finally found maybe a decent head coach, and now they're pulling things together. I love the fact that they want to run the ball, and I love the fact that they want to play good defense. And it's always good to see somebody not getting that ass whooped every single week like they have been. So,
who they get? We got Stefanski coming over from the Vikings. He turned that thing around. They needed a good coach that the players wanted to play for, and they got it. And look at the difference it's made. Look at the difference it's made.
So, with all that being said, we are all going Raiders on that one. They are underdogs at the sports book, so maybe you can cash in on some money right there. Even money, a little bit better than even money if you go bet.
That's a Halloween pick. We're picking Chucky for that one, right?
Yeah, we're picking John Gruden. Okay, so the next one we're going to get into is I'm going to go ahead and skip to the 49ers versus the Seahawks. I think that Russell Wilson bounces back from a loss. They were up 10 points with 4 minutes left to go in the game and let Kyler Murray do whatever he does and come back and actually win. A lot of good highlights. I think Seattle's a really good offense. That defense is very questionable. So the 49ers offense could possibly score more points than they have, honestly, all year. But the 49ers defense, too, is still decent, even with losing all those guys that they lost to injury. So this one's a toss-up. There's a matchup. There's good matchups. It's the Battle of the West Coast, division game. Whoever wins this is probably going to have a real shot at winning the whole division. So I'm going to go ahead and let Kyle go ahead and talk about that. What you think, what the key matchups are, and who's your guy to watch.
You counting the Cardinals out in that division? Come on. What did it take to beat the Seahawks? It took Russell Wilson light over here and Kyler Murray coming back, surging back. It took that level of athleticism to keep them in the game, and Jimmy Garoppolo is not it, right? Like, that's too static. That offense is too static. It's good. Kyle Shanahan is great. They've got injuries. They've got no clear number one receiver to me. So I see DK scoring big. He kind of got shut down last week. So I'd see this a lopsided. He got
shut down, but that play that he made, 100-yard sprint to chase down Blue Baker was amazing. I love
that. Was basically, so what, are they going to put him at safety now too? Like he is the Seattle Seahawks.
For sure.
I don't know. I see -3 is the line. I'd take that all day.
For Seattle?
No. Yeah.
No.
I take Seattle all day to cover that one. I don't know. I don't trust the 49ers. I don't trust them at all.
Chiefs, what you think about that one?
Yeah, I agree. They're too wishy-washy. And then I think the Seattle Seahawks defense is good enough to shut down that kind of it's so unbalanced offense. And I think Seattle's good enough to do that. And also I think Russell Wilson's going to come back ready for a vengeance. We haven't seen Russell Wilson lay down back-to-back 2 weeks in a row before. We've seen him get beat and things like that, but we haven't seen that man lay down and just continuously not be able to come back and make a noise in the league. He's one of those guys that is elite to me. So I think he comes back and does a great job. And offensively, they got tons of weapons. And if they can pick it together right, I think the 49ers defense has a problem covering those guys because they the way they run it and the athletes they have with Russell Wilson back there, it sucks playing them defensively. I would imagine. So I don't, like Kyle said, I don't trust the 49ers on that one. Russell Wilson, I'll put faith in him over Jimmy G any single day. And the reason you lose, the Cardinals, because they kept it a little bit too close than what they should have. And then DK Metcalf not being explosive as he usually is per game. But Kyle Murray is absolutely he has to be awful to game plan against. You can have game plans, and he absolutely just
he taken off when he took off. Right, he takes off, he's gone.
That's it. And that's the difference of what they've done this year with their wins and losses is can he have a good game? If he has a good game and is able to run around just like a all Madden player, then the Cardinals win games. And I think they had that happened a little bit too much because their defense is not that elite, but their defense is good enough to be able to shut down Jimmy G and their offense. So Kittle still has a pretty solid, good game that kind of helps him in it and moves first downs and chains and stuff like that. But I don't think it's enough to beat Seattle. I don't think it's a blowout on either side, but I think Seattle finds a way to get it done.
Well, let's just say Pro Football Focus has Russell Wilson as the #1 fantasy QB this week. Coincidence? I think not. How about that? So Russell Wilson's coming in at QB1 in fantasy. I'm gonna roll with that then.
Yeah.
Seattle can't keep up.
Juan's asking, what if Carson or Carlos Hyde does not play? I'm pretty sure Carson is still in. I want to say he's still in, but yeah, he is questionable. Hyde is questionable as well. DJ Dallas would be that rookie to come in next, I want to say, or the Ty Homer guy. There's a Homer. He played last year.
Travis Homer,
Yeah, Travis Homer. So they still going to establish a running game, dude. I think so. I think Pete Carroll is a good head coach, and he's going to put them in the right positions. The OC's done a phenomenal job all year. They average probably 30-plus points a week. So I wouldn't even worry about the running game when you got DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, the David Moore guy, and Greg Olsen. Like, that's pretty scary.
Yeah,
scary.
I'm a fan of DJ Dallas too. I think DJ Dallas ultimately is taking over that backfield by the end of by the start of next season. I think Chris Carson's great, but injuries. He's a bruiser, and he's gonna keep getting hurt. DJ Dallas is taking over that backfield eventually. You heard it first right here. All right.
Yeah. So on the flip side, a couple guys I want to highlight on the 49ers is JaMychal Hasty. I like that kid too. He's another rookie. He might get back behind Jerick McKinnon this week, but at the end of the day, he's a third down back. He catches the ball at the backfield. He runs hard. He's going to be an interesting play, especially even though Seattle has they got decent names. They give up a ton of points each week. So you're saying good stuff about the defense. It's hard for me to believe in that defense giving up 30-plus points as well.
They're not elite. I said they're not elite, but I think they're good enough to slow down 49ers offense enough for Russell to win, no doubt.
Well, they just need to
get one turnover.
No doubt.
Yeah.
They need to be prepared for play action from the 49ers. If they're prepared for the play action, it's going to be fun. Another guy I want to highlight for the 49ers is Brandon Ayuk, that rookie receiver that they got. That dude is a pretty phenomenal athlete, to be honest with you. I didn't really think too much of him coming out of college. He also went to Arizona State or Arizona, one or the other. I can't remember. But he wasn't really high on my radar, but he's a starter. And he's actually done some pretty good things for that 49ers offense to keep him in the game. But I'm with you guys. I'm going to go Seattle.
I'm taking it. Mark it down.
You want to add anything?
No, I think we're good there. Personally, I'm good. How about you, Cheese?
All right, so moving on. We're not going too crazy this weekend, I guess, for Halloween. We're all picking the same kind of guys. Next game I want to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and turn it to Chargers versus the Broncos. Cheese. Tell me what you think about the Chargers versus Broncos.
I kind of like this matchup a little bit just because of the quarterback play, man. I want to see who can come out and actually what young bucks can come out slinging. I'm going to be biased because I like Herbert on this one. I'm going to go Chargers for this one just because I like him and I like what he's done at the beginning. I think Broncos are still struggling a little bit right now to kind of figure out who they are and what they want to do. And I think the Chargers has kind of figured out this is what we're good at and this is what we can do to be an average football team, and that's what they're building on. I don't think the Broncos are there yet to understand what they need to start doing. They're still kind of looking for their identity, and then Von Miller and people like that even before the season. I mean, you're losing your defensive guys that's helped the Broncos win a lot of games here in the past few, not a lot of games, but win the games they've won in the past few years, and then you start losing things like that. So I go Chargers on this one. I think they do a good job offensively. To move the chains and things like that, give the Broncos a hard time, kind of with their West Coast style offense. And, defense, Chargers, they just have to be literally they just can't shoot themselves in the foot. It's like a one turnover game or something like that. I think the game's absolutely solid done. So just, play smart and actually just play the game. Don't overthink it. I think the Chargers win this one.
Kyle?
I'm with Cheese on this one. I like Justin Herbert's been electric. He's been slanging the ball. I know that the Chargers got some issues with injuries, and they've got like some gaps across the defense. And they got their best defensive player, Derwin James, out, arguably, right? And I think they're still good enough to pull this one out. The Broncos have not impressed me. I mean, it'd be exciting to see Drew Lock come in and light it up and compete. Two young quarterbacks with big arms just slinging the ball around. But I personally, I'm going with Justin Herbert. He's looked electric here. So
I just seen this, though, 2 hours ago. They did expect Philip Lindsay to play. I mean, they still had a good guy that could run the ball and things like that. I don't think he's that 100% of a game changer. Him coming in, I think he still splits the carries anyway. But I was just throwing it out there because that was like,
good pass.
Guess what, boys? Upset alert. I'm going Broncos. I think Drew Lock is legit. I think he's legit. I think that they will get that offense moving. Melvin Gordon and Philip Lindsay, both of them, either one. If Philip Lindsay's out and Melvin Gordon totes it, then so be it. I think he's a really good running back. Philip Lindsay's just a great compliment to him. Noah Fant's back. I love what the Denver Broncos try to do. KJ Hamler might be involved in the game. Tim Patrick's a guy that kind of was under the radar and then came out of nowhere. But he had more rapport with the backup quarterback than Drew Lock. So I expect Judy and Noah Fant to do something spectacular this game. I do like Justin Herbert too, guys. Like that's my dude. He wears number 10 for crying out loud. But I think he's got a cannon. He reminds me of Josh Allen a lot. Way better than Tyrod, in my opinion. But the running back situation for the Chargers, they have two guys. One's a rookie, Joshua Kelly. He gets in there, he gets his touches. And then the other one, why do I forget his name all the time? Justin Jackson. Okay, so Jackson, they got a two-man punch, but I don't think Jackson's that elite running back. He's just a smart player. He does very situational things. And then the Charger defense, all they really got is if Ingram's back and Bosa are both on the line, that's going to be scary for Drew Lock. But they still, in my opinion, get it done. The Denver defense, they are underrated, dude. They held a lot of teams to a little bit, and they don't even get highlighted that much, right, with all their players. But one guy, he's like the strong safety. He came from Chicago last year, and Chicago had one of the top defenses in the league. That guy's changed that defense too. Even though they lost Von Miller for so long, they've been playing very well. They play fast. Vic Fangio's the head coach, and he's more of a defensive-minded guy. They run that 3-4 scheme. They put pressure in a lot of different gaps. And that's a division game, guys. Another division game. I love these division games. And I'm just going opposite because I think in Denver that they win versus the Chargers. Chargers going to have to travel. They don't play well if it's a road game. They go down this week. That's my take.
Herbert has another 300-yard game like we've seen already. It's cake.
Yep, I think you're right. I'm with you. And they said Ingram is still a game time decision, Ryan. It's game time decision, or if he plays, he's on a snap count. So I think he's limited either way. So
that hurts that defense a lot.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
they can pull in it there without him.
Anybody else got anything on that one?
No, I'm excited. That's an exciting game.
Yeah, these matchups this week.
Divisional, both same record. That's crazy.
Yeah. They got to come back. I'm going Broncos. You guys are going Chargers. Next game we're going to move on to, we're going to talk about the Patriots versus the Bills. Kyle, tell us what you think about that one.
I think this game could be a slugfest, kind of a snooze fest also. But I'm definitely taking the Bills. Sir Cameron Newton has looked awful. He excited me early. He does not look good. That team does not look good. If you look at the injury, I was gonna look at the injury report for the Patriots over here. It was 2 pages long. So I just stopped reading. I think it's over, man. They're done. They're tanking. I don't know what's going on. They don't got any healthy running backs. Cam Newton's been playing bad. They don't have I think Julian Edelman's out. They don't have a receiver. It's lights out, man. And Josh Allen, he got his 1 bad game this season out. He's coming back. It was gonna be a slugfest anyways, but one team's got more dynamicism. Is that a word? There, look it up. So yeah, so you got Diggs, you got John Brown, you got that electric factor on the Bills. The Patriots have none of that. They don't have any guys left to play barely. So
is Gilmore out?
No, but
okay.
I mean, they got one guy.
Okay. I'll just make sure.
The Bills got at least 2 good receivers and a good slot receiver, so I don't know. I just don't see it happening. But, you can never count the Patriots out. They'll scheme some crazy thing up and surprise everyone. I think they're in tank mode, though, low-key tank mode. They're trying to pretend like they're not, but they are. And Bills are rolling on them. Bills are going to roll. You're not going to have 2 bad games in a row.
Chiefs?
So
I don't know, dude. Like, everything you said, I agree with. Like, and it's true and it's facts, but I don't know why I still have something creeping in my head that I think is seeing the Patriots pull something out and wind up beating them.
It's because we've all seen it before.
And then Bill Belichick saying, "Watch this," and Cam Newton having one of those games that was like, I shut up my haters type deal. Like, I can see that happening. I really can.
And he comes out in the press game conference in a banana suit or something. Who knows?
Yes, 100%. Who's the better team right now? Bills by 100%. But I can't shake it out of my head why I think the Patriots and I don't, and it's not anything on paper, schematically, anything. I just, for some reason, I have a weird feeling that the Patriots find a way to adjust. Gilmore finds a way to shut down Diggs, and it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna say it right now, just because I want to be crazy, and it's Halloween. I'm going Patriots on this one.
What about so the over under is 41 on that one. What do you feel about that?
I said it. Well,
over.
I can't do anything about it.
That's only 21 points a team. I think they can score 3 touchdowns each.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's low. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, I'm going Bills. I'm riding Josh Allen's back. Devin Singletary had a bad game last week. I think he comes back in. They get him a better game plan. Quarterback runs are a big part of that offense as well, and that's why Josh Allen has so much success on fantasy, because not only does he throw it, he's not afraid to run, which I love, especially nowadays as a quarterback. Ain't no sissies anymore. You shouldn't be, because your team needs you. If you can get those 4 to 5 yards because you can scramble, please go get it. Put yourself in a better situation. I think he's a smart enough guy to do that. And like you said, he's got so much talent around him with Diggs, with John Brown, with the 2 running backs, Zach Moss and Devin Singletary. I think there's just too much of a good thing going on in Buffalo. And it's a division game, guys. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about all what's on paper. It comes down.
Either way, huh?
Bill Belichick's probably in that locker room showing them the last time they lost to the Bills, which I don't even know when that was. But
dude, I think the Bills have the Bills, like, I seen something the other day. Has the Bills they've only beat the Patriots like once ever?
So let's look.
Is that a fact? I seen something like that, and I think that's a fact. Look that up, Kyle, because that's
Bill Belichick's record versus the Bills. Is that what you're asking, or just in general? Like, because I'm sure the Bills were beating their ass.
Freaking since the freaking
Bills Patriots rivalry. I don't know. This one's deep. I don't know.
Regardless, I'm going to keep going with the Buffalo defense and the Patriots defense. They're going to be clashing. I think that they're 2 solid defenses, probably 2 of the top 10 to 15 defenses in the league. You got Gilmore on the Patriots. You got Tre'Davious White for the Bills.
Before we move on, can I switch? I just read something.
No, you already picked the Patriots.
Patriots roll out Stephon Gilmore, dude.
He's out?
I'm pissed. 2 hours ago.
Yeah, that ain't good for the Patriots for sure.
It's
But
over.
Yeah, I lost that one.
I'm gonna go on a rant right here about Cam Newton. I told you so, Kyle. I told you so. He can't throw the ball over 10 yards. Where's Tim DeSagan at? I told you not to get him. He can't throw past 15 yards. He's got a cannon, but he holds on to the ball too long. I saw a meme the other day about him. He was dropped back in the pocket, looking down the field, and there was at least 20 yards of green grass to the right side. The whole O-line washed the defense to the left, and he didn't even think about running it at all. And that's when Cam's messed up, because he's a running back, okay? He needs to assume that. He needs to know that. He is a running back. He needs to do what Josh Allen does. Stop worrying about getting hurt. Go play football. Stop being a prima donna. That stuff's pissing me off just to even watch him in the Patriots. I'm glad he's sucking dick for Bill Belichick. But at the end of the day, I'm happy.
Yeah, I ain't going down the man's name. He was a 2015 MVP, bro. Like he's played the game and took hella hits before.
He was a 2015 MVP as well.
I don't think Cam Newton's
in the Super Bowl
when it comes to contact or anything, because we've also seen him punch people in damn training camp. So I'm not going down the man's name. He's ran and dove and done front flips and shit for you in Carolina.
Super Bowl MVP for Denver Broncos. Congratulations, Cam Newton.
The crowd is fickle here.
Well, I mean, you're always going to hold that against him.
Yeah, I am.
That's your problem. But he's not a bitch.
Oh, in your court, Cheat. In your court, Rumbly.
Shoot.
No, but I think for real.
With Edelman out too, he ain't got really nobody to throw to. These young guys are gonna have to step up. Jacoby Myers is one of those wideouts. We have another one. What's his name? N'Keal Harry.
N'Keal Harry, he's out too.
Oh, he's out, and then they got one more, something Bird, who was actually playing in Carolina. So maybe
Are we down in the practice squad now? Yeah. We're in the practice squad.
Fuck, dude. I only did it because of Bill Belichick and Gilmore. That's the only reason why I picked this. And then I read that shit, and I'm like, okay, good job, Josh.
You can change it. Do you want to go Bills? You want to go Bills, Cheese?
No, I'm man of my word. Already said it. I'll keep it.
Okay. Well, me and Kyle are going the Bills. You going Patriots. That's going to be a good one again, a division game. All these games are divisional games we're talking about except for one. So it's going to be a fun weekend. Next matchup. Yeah. A lot of defense, or maybe even some offense. We got the Steelers versus the Ravens. This one is a toss-up for me. I love what the Steelers do defensively. I love what the Ravens do defensively. Their offenses are both pretty dynamic. Two definitely different offenses, but Big Ben gets it done through the air, and then Lamar gets it done with his legs and making extra things happen. Oh, I can't wait to watch this one. Since Panthers already played, man, I am definitely watching this one. Ain't no hands down about it. Like the last matchup was versus Baltimore, or in Baltimore. Steelers lost 28-10. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I'm going Steelers. I love that defense. I love Mike Tomlin. I think Big Ben gets it done, and the defense puts Lamar in check.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think the Steelers are on fire right now. They're healthy. They're fairly healthy. As healthy as you can be at this point in the game, right? So they're fairly healthy, and I think they come in rolling. Their young receivers are on fire. I don't know. It's going to be a slugfest.
Yeah, it's exciting. Chief?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm Lamar Jackson's only second career start against the Steelers. I love the Steelers. I love what they're doing. I love what they do defensively. I think they overthink it defensively. I just changed it literally 25 seconds ago because I was going Steelers all week. I'm actually going to go Ravens. I don't see the Steelers going to 7-0. I can see them both sitting there at 6-1. Put a little balance into the AFC. I'm going to pick Ravens on that. Lamar Jackson finds a way to win a big game because he's supposed to be elite. And I think when they blitz, they can't blitz. They're going to have to change their whole defense from what they've been doing. This is not a guy you can blitz multiple times and run man coverage against multiple times. That's why Kyle Murray hurts multiple defenses. He can roll out and then he turns into a running back and is a great running back if he wanted to be one, like a phenomenal. So I think it kind of shakes up their defense. They got to find a way to adjust. It's going to be a slugfest. It's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout on either side. But damn, yeah, I'm going to go Ravens. I'm going to say Lamar gets it done because they haven't seen anything like that yet so far this season defensively. And
Two guys, Cheese. I'm gonna tell you right now. T.J. Watt, Bud Dupree.
Okay.
They're gonna contain his butt, dude. They're gonna contain him.
I like it.
The whole game? They're gonna get him
Not
the whole game.
You can't contain somebody like that the whole game.
All it takes is one play, though, for Lamar Jackson. I'm not saying consistently, but all it takes is one time misdialed up call, misdialed up coverage, and he takes it for 60 yards on his feet. I've seen it, so it can happen. But, we'll see. That's why we love football.
Shout out to the Steelers fans. I know a few. My aunt, Charlie, Superman, a.k.a. Superman, and then Maha, a girl I played flag football with. She was a Steelers fan, so that was going to be pretty cool to watch.
Another thing to note, Mark Ingram's out, so we might see the J.K. Dobbins show kick in here.
Yeah.
That would.
I've seen that. But Mark Ingram's not even impressed me as much this year now. He's turned
true.
into one of those, like, McCoy guys. It's like, touch the ball a little bit because he used to be good. Give the dude a breather. Yeah,
but Gus Edwards, though, J.K. Dobbins, I think J.K. Dobbins is taking the show tonight or on Sunday. He's taking the show.
We had somebody comment named Amanda Stannis. She says, "Hey, Cheese, remember Green Bay beat the Steelers Super Bowl 45?"
2011 senior year, baby. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'll never forget it.
Come on now.
Oh, Shout out to you.
No, you want to. Hey, I hope you're still watching. Look at this. Look up there at the top wall. I got the plaque.
You really do.
I got the flag. What you talking about? Do I remember? Boy, shoot.
Okay, so
good shout out though.
Kyle went to do something. I guess he cut off his camera and muted himself. But that's gonna bring us to the game of the week for you. Oh no! We got the Vikings versus the Packers. What you thinking?
He's about to rip that jersey. No, I'm just kidding.
Kyle, go ahead and take it away.
I had to borrow this from my girl. Here, I'm Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, so he's not going to rip it.
We got a Halloween matchup. Aaron Rodgers coming in here. I heard this game is not in Green Bay this week. It's at Crystal Lake. And Aaron Rodgers is Jason Voorhees coming in here. Whatever defenders the Vikings have left, he's popping up. They're young. They're like those teenagers at camp. He's popping out of the water. Bam, down. Bam, down.
I hope so.
Bam, down. The Vikings got no one left. Let me kind of read this injury report here. We got Barr on IR. Bam, down. Hunter, IR. Bam, down. They've got no corners left. Mike Hughes is out. Holton Hill is out. Cameron Dantzler's got COVID. We've got one.
Damn.
We got one corner left. They just signed a bunch of guys off the practice squad and off the street. We got one quarter left. Do you guys know what a perfect passer rating is? It's 158.3. You want to know what the rating is against our remaining corner? 143.8. Bam, down.
You, Kyle, bro. That's really good.
Aaron Rodgers is coming in like Jason. He's going to have a field day, just slaying. Then we got, on the other side of the ball, we've got Jair Alexander's going to be like Chucky, jumping on the back of Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen's going to get him because he's good, but he's going to get him. He's going to stab him all game. It's over. We got Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, like Michael Myers just rolling through the Vikings O-line. It's over. Bam, they're done. We got also, little news for you. The Vikings have the worst rated offensive player in the league right now on O-line. Worst.
Oh, I thought that was Kirk Cousins.
Worst. No, oh yeah, but it feels like it, doesn't it? But they got the worst rated O-lineman in the league right now. He's going to eat Kirk Cousins' lunch. Can you guys just do me a favor, Vikings? Just lose this one. Let's get a new quarterback in here. I bleed purple, but come on. It's going to be a Halloween massacre. Vikings got no chance. I hate to bet against my boys, but I'm picking the Packers on this one.
Oh, man. Jeez, how you going to follow that?
Hey, nothing but respect. No, I didn't know it was that bad. Apparently, I was going to pick the Packers on this one coming in. It's always a fun game. I love when these two teams go after it. It's been a great matchup for years. I will say our linebacker Kirksey and Lazard is coming back in, and that makes me extremely happy and makes us a little bit more dangerous. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk too much on it. I think he cracked me up. I can't top that. I hated to finish after that one, but I'm definitely picking Green Bay on this one. Hope all the stars align and we keep getting this tree rolling. But
I forgot a part of my bit. Devontae Adams is Freddy Krueger. That was part of my bit. Boom! He's slicing him up. He's slicing up that backfield. Halloween Massacre.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm picking the Packers, too. After watching that, you inspired me to just be a Packers fan.
It's hot up under here.
But Dalvin Cook comes back. Dalvin Cook comes back this week, I'm pretty sure. I think he's still questionable, but he comes back this week. Kirk Cousins, he's always struggled against Green Bay. You
like that?
You like that?
No, we don't like that.
After that, I don't care if he played for my team. I'd be like, yo, get this dude out of here.
Yeah.
Man, okay, I got to mention this too. I think there's a bunch of rumors that, like, right before the game, the Vikings might deactivate a couple players because they might be looking to trade them next week at the trade deadline. And so that's in the rumor mill too. I think this could be just – but I will say – I think it's going to be a high-scoring game after the Vikings get down and the Green Bay softens up the defense and just plays to not get hurt. Kirk Cousins is going to put up a bunch of stats like he always does, and it's going to be a high-scoring game, but the Vikings ain't going to have a chance.
No.
That's it.
I'm with you guys. Like I said, Devontae Adams is probably one of the best receivers in the league. So against the secondary that you said is depleted, it's over. Like, it's over, bro. Yeah. You don't want to wear that.
Hold on. This is PG.
That felt dirty.
Hold on. We got a couple things. One, he says, you just crushed their souls. And then he says, all Vikings fans are going to burn you to the stake. Then we have Amanda commenting on here, will Aaron Jones be back this week? No, I think Aaron Jones is considered out. The rookie, A.J. Dillon, is going to be in, and so is Jamal Williams. So they'll both be getting work.
Jamal Williams. That's all you need. I think Jamal Williams starts on a lot of teams right now at running back. That dude's a good – we have 2 starting running backs on the team, I think, and a beast-ass rookie right now.
Right, like 15 touches a game at least kind of guy, right? 10 to 15. He's good, yeah.
And give A.J. Dillon, give him 8.
Gosh, man, that bit hurt my soul, but I just can't. I can't see the Vikings ruin these draft picks. They gotta.
He's been practicing
all night. So I just can't. It hurts my soul to pick against my team, but I need them. They cannot ruin this. So the year Andrew Luck got drafted, the Vikings won a meaningless game and lost that one. Please don't do this to me again. I don't want to watch Kirk Cousins anymore. I was a believer. And now it's done. After last week when he throws straight at the linebacker, he's been in the league too long to be making those mistakes. Get him out of here. So let's just tank for Trevor. Let's go.
Moving on. We're done with this one.
Yeah. Move on before I keep going. Let's go.
Before this computer breaks, we won't see Kyle anymore.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that is going to do it for our key matchups. Now we're going to the part of the show where we actually make the picks for the whole week. I'm going to let Cheese go ahead and take that over. We're going to go over probably again all the key matchups, but go ahead and take us down the list, Cheese.
All right, the first one, even though on my screen, but we just ended it, we already know Vikings and Packers. We don't even have to know about that. We all said Packers. Titan versus Bengals. I don't even think I need to spend a lot of time on this one either. Titans, Derrick Henry show, period.
Yep, I'm with you.
So Kyle's going to Titans. I'm going to pick the Titans too, but I think it'll be a lot closer than what people think. Titans tend to play down to their competition.
I'm going to play the contrarian. I'm taking Joe Burrow on this one. I'm excited to watch him. I think he's got him. I'm going with Cincinnati.
Uh-oh.
Upset alert.
There you go.
Interesting.
I'm loving Joe Burrow.
Tennessee does play down, so whatever.
Alert that I'm actually going to pick this week. Just kidding. Jets versus Chiefs. I'm going Chiefs.
You telling me that Sam Darnold isn't Patrick Mahomes, dude?
Dude, I don't know why Sam Darnold don't have 2 Super Bowl rings right now.
Oh, yeah, right, because that's the worst team in freaking football, dude. I'm going Chiefs. They're 20-point favorites right now, dude. That's insane. 20 points favorites. Whew. Chiefs all day.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Chiefs play I would rather watch the Chiefs in practice than watch this game.
This is like a college a non-division college line set here. 20-point favorites. I don't think I've ever seen that in the NFL before. So
No, it's bad.
yeah.
Everybody's going Chiefs. If you go Jets, then you need to go just kill yourself right now.
Colts and Lions. I'm going Colts just because I don't even want the Lions to win anymore right now, being in our division. So I'm definitely going to pick and pull for the Colts.
I can't ever go. I've watched the Lions too many times, and they're choke artists. As much as I want to say they're getting better, they're not.
And they choke toward the end of the year.
Yeah, they are just not. They get the Patricia. He's got to go. Or you could keep him.
Interesting.
I don't know, in the division, keep him. I
Yeah,
don't know. As a Vikings fan, keep him. But
he's not a head coach.
yeah, here we go. I can't go. Can't. I'm picking against the Lions. Who are the Lions playing?
Colts.
I don't know. I'm picking them.
Colts.
Yeah, I'm picking them.
I'm also going with the Colts. I think that Detroit struggles stopping the run, and that's what the Colts do is run the football. So Colts all day. They play good defense, run the ball. It's going to be a quick one.
All right, Steelers versus Ravens. We already talked about that. I picked Ravens. Y'all pick Steelers. All right, going into Rams versus Dolphins. I'm going Rams because I think the play action that they do and run offensively, and plus with Ramsey and Aaron Donald, I think the best defensive player we've seen in a long time. It's just too much for Dolphins right now. I like what Dolphins are doing. Dolphins do have a good end of the season after this hump because it starts getting soft from here. But I think LA gets them on this one. I'm going Rams.
Yeah.
I love the Dolphins and what they are doing. I really do. Tua's getting his first start this week. I think there's going to be some sparks, but at the end of the day, I think the Rams are just an all-around way better football team. Like you said, Aaron Donald just blocking that guy. He's going to eat Tua's lunch.
Why give him his first start against Aaron Donald, though?
That's what I was just about to say.
I swear to God,
that.
Yeah.
He's going to eat his lunch. Come on. Why do you do that?
And he's been banged up for fucking like a year?
Yeah.
Year and a half? Now it's like first start. Go against the freaking maniac that gets like so many sacks and rips quarterbacks.
But on that Monday night game, man, holy, he's insane.
Dude.
I don't know what Flores is thinking in Miami, giving Tua the start on this one, but
me either. Next week, hell yeah.
Yeah.
This week, no.
Yeah, Rams get it done.
Save the man's ego. Save his ego.
Yeah.
All right. But
all right, did you already pick that one, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm picking Rams. I want to see
I'm going against you guys because with that being said, Tua's gonna do it. It's the Tua show. He's taking over.
Okay. It could happen. What?
Hey, rookie. Welcome to the NFL.
Look at Herbert.
It's 2020. That shit would not surprise me. Like he'd go out there and throw for like 405 with 3 touchdowns.
He's fresh. He's excited. He's not overthinking it yet. He's just going out and he's excited to play. He's got all that first game energy.
No, he better get All right. So let's go. We already talked about this one. Patriots, Bills. I wanted to reverse this one. I'm not true to my word. I'm taking Patriots just because it's a freaky divisional game. Let's see what happens.
Bills.
I feel stupid, viewers at home. I feel stupid, but I'm going with it.
Unless you win, and then you're going to.
This is my upset alert. I have to pick one. This is my upset.
Okay.
Bills.
All right, Raiders and Browns. We already talked about that. Going Raiders.
Raiders.
I think we all got Raiders there, right?
Chucky.
Yeah. Chargers, Broncos. Everybody picked Chargers besides Cheetah.
Yeah, I'm going Broncos. That's my upset alert. I think Drew Lock's pretty good.
All right, Saints and Bears. Hello.
Are we for real on the Bears? Did you watch their last game?
Yeah, they are booty.
Screw them. Saints.
Yeah, Saints get that one done, I think.
Oh, I just like both of these.
We talked about it. I'm going Russell Sierra. Yeah.
All right. I think
he married my dream wife when I was in high school.
Yeah, she's sexy.
Shout out to Juan. I told Juan that in 7th grade. He knows. All right. Let's go, Cowboys, Eagles. I heard this game was now broadcasting on Cartoon Network. Just to give some space. I'm just kidding. I'm going Eagles, dude, because I think the dude off the longest yard, Brucey, is the only quarterback they got left after this one. So I'm going Cowboys, no doubt. I mean, damn, Eagles. Shit.
I was about to say, you picking the Cowgirls up there?
No, I just ripped them and then picked them. No, I'm going Eagles. I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles as well.
Carson Wentz, if you don't win this game, go home and retire. Enjoy your nice, beautiful wife and kids and house and just call it a quits.
I'm hoping Jalen Hurts gets in this game because they're demolishing them by like 20. And Juan's crying and says, "Go Cowboys."
I love you, Juan. I gave you a shout out, dude, right before. It's okay.
It's okay. We all suck every now and then.
Hey.
Andy Dalton's out too, man. Philly. I'm going Philly.
Bentenikuweho. That's his name.
Yeah, I know that guy. Okay. Hey, that's it. Because the only thing left is the Monday night game, and we don't get into that. So,
till Monday.
Boom, that's all the games right there, boy.
Right.
Awesome. Well, Kyle, we do appreciate you coming on the show and giving us your 2 cents.
Thanks for having me, boys. It was a lot of fun. Let's get out fishing again.
Let's go. We're going to Minnesota.
See you guys on the pond.
Yeah, baby.
Well, we hope you guys.
Thanks for having me.
I had to play that. He started getting dirty, so I had to cut it off. But
okay, good.
Shout out to the best friends.
We appreciate all the viewers that came in here, tuned in here, seen our special guests, and all of our matchups this weekend. Hope you guys have a safe and fun Halloween. Make sure you dress up real nice and don't bring any real daggers, because if you get around Kyle, he might stab you because of his Vikings sucking this weekend.
Yeah,
subscribe to my YouTube. If you want to get notifications, please do that. It's very much appreciated. But until next time.
What was that? Hold on, we got a special news flash. Everybody watch the Gators tonight and pull for them. Okay,
all right.
please.
That's college